Logan.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, good.
Talk a little bit about the Utah game and kind of how it transitioned after you were, I don't know what to call it, eye injury?
Yeah, you know, one of the contacts that actually just got, I don't know what happened, to be honest. Something happened with it, and then my eye was blurry. So, but everything's good now. Then from then on, you know, just had to finish off the game pretty much.
So it wasn't a hit. It was that you lost your contact, or it was still in your eye.
To be honest, no, I lost it. Yeah.
You lost it.
But then after that, it was a wrap.
No spare contacts available?
No.
Maybe you might bring spare contacts now with you.
Yeah, next time.
So there was no worry when you got up that, like, oh no, I might have a concussion.
Oh yeah, not at all.
No thought of that.
I felt perfectly fine, but that's what I was telling them. I was, you know, just blurry, and I lost the contact, and then from then on, I had to come out for a second and let my eye adjust, and then I was good to go after that.
So, but you were playing the rest of the game without your contact.
Yeah.
How tough is that?
Got to get the job done at the end of the day. I mean, you know, adversity strikes, then you just got to play through it. I mean, you know, I did enough film study to where, you know, at least I could know exactly where they're going to be and anticipate. I mean, they brought a lot of new stuff this week versus, but at the end of the day, you know, my eyesight was good enough to where I could get the ball and get the job done.
So what's your eyesight like without contacts normally? Can you see all right?
Oh, no, I'm perfect, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your big touchdown run at the end of the game there, was that a design play, or is that something you just saw in the defense?
No, that was a design play. What we had thought of was every time we put a single receiver to the boundary, they bring corner crash, and every time we put double-double, 2x2, they would go cover one and then try to bring some man coverage off then. So then I told Mazzoni that, you know, if we do that, travel the back, get everybody out, and then just have a draw play up the middle with quick game on the outside just in case it goes on, then we'll have it.
How soon did you see that? I mean, and how soon did you tell Coach Mazzoni that?
I knew we were after the first quarter. I knew we would have it because at first we tried a couple different things, but after the first quarter I sort of knew it. Then we were just sort of sitting on it for a second. Then that play I was like, you know, let's go on and run this. And it worked.
With the flip play on the pass from Devin, were you almost surprised that Coach Mazzoni dialed it up?
Yeah, to be honest, I was actually because we had actually put that play in for Nebraska, but you know we caught it this week, and you know we made it work. I got my first receiving touchdown.
What sticks out about the Cal game last year?
It wasn't a pretty game, so you know there's a lot of stuff going in this week that we're going to be prepared for it, and then we got to come out and have a good game. You know, last year didn't go so well with us, so that's why this week is a big week for us.
Do you feel like this team is more prepared this year to not have kind of a mental lapse like they did in that game last year?
Yeah, you know. I feel like this year our team, you know, is really comfortable at where we're at. Last year, you know, it was a first for everything. You know, first time there was a lot of things that were new. You know, but this year I feel like a lot of the leadership and stuff is really good. So everybody's sort of on the even keel, not too high about where we're at or what we're doing right now. We just got to keep winning games.
How similar was the Cal game last year compared to the Utah game this year, and how different is this team in being able to adapt like on a gut check game like that?
Can't really say similarities because it was, you know, a completely different game, but for the most part, you know, as far as adversity with the Cal game last year and with this game at Utah, you know, as we can see now, the team is able to adjust to certain things. You know, people going down, defensive schemes, there's unscouted looks and stuff like that. Now we're able to adjust to it and get it fixed and keep playing with it.
With all the injuries that Cal's had in the defensive backfield, does that get you licking your chops a little bit?
You know, I feel like they're still going to come out and give us the best game they got. So, you know, I know they still have playmakers at the end of the day. So we have to be ready for it. I mean, we can't, you know, assume that we can just take deep shots all the time. But we have to know that we have to stick within our offense, not get too high or figure that, you know, we can just take shots all game. We have to stick within our offense and just keep moving the ball.
X said there's a bit of a chip on his shoulder for Cal just because of what happened last year.
Yeah.
Same true for you?
You know, to be honest, what happened last year. For me personally, I got to keep it even. I'll let, you know, the linemen I know can get hyped up and stuff like that, but as a quarterback standards, you know, you just got to stay even-headed and go into the game same you do every week.
Like, that's something you've done well with this year is staying even-keeled and, you know, keeping your poise a little bit better?
Yeah, I think that's a big thing. You know, as a quarterback, you know, you always can have a lot of emotions like we see the Nebraska game and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, each and every week you got to approach it the same and come on, you know, try to win the game.
How well did you feel in the first half of Utah? It seems like you were making all the right reads. You were almost flawless.
Yeah. I felt really good the first half of Utah, and then throughout the game I was feeling good, and we just had to come out with a W.
Could you feel how much the loss of Torian kind of hurt the momentum at least a little bit?
Yeah, that hurts. Surely when you have one of your starting linemen go down, but at the end of the day, we have to have somebody come up, and it's big shoes to fill, but he can get it done.
With the chemistry that the line has developed, how long do you think it'll take to maybe get back to that level now that you're swapping guys around a little bit?
We're still there, but as you can see, we have to get in the film room, and I think as long as we're just practicing out here, making sure everything we're going through is right, correct, and make sure that with the new guy coming in on the line, he's good at what he does, and I'll be in the film room with him, watching film with him, understanding that he knows his reads and everything like that will be fun. Then I can help him out surely as a quarterback, just telling him where to go and stuff like that.
Could you tell it was a little tough on those guys, at least just right from the beginning? It's loud. Caleb hadn't really gotten in there before. Could you tell that maybe they needed some time to kind of get used to that?
At the end of the day, we ain't got time. So when you get in the game, you got to perform. And I feel like Caleb came in the game and his mindset was where it needed to be. He got the job done. And there's things that we'll fix, but we don't. Once you're in the game, we ain't got time to sit here and help you out through this stuff. It's off and rolling. Bullets alive.
Thanks, bro.